Yes.
Got Mr. Thomas Sarke
Yes.
of TULUS and Sarke, of course, and many
Yeah.
others, I'm sure.
Yes, some others. Yes, that's true.
Finally, great to have you on the podcast. Your bands have been nothing short of influential in my playing and in my music taste as well. Been a longtime follower of TULUS, and I can't say enough about it. I mean,
Okay.
it's just
Thank you.
straight up. For those who don't know, it's black metal. It's a bit more than just black metal. It's you got thrash elements, you have groove elements to it. Um for those who are not familiar with you, Thomas, that's the point of the podcast is getting more to know about you and your story. So
Yeah.
and
Well, that's good. Yeah.
so we could
It's
just take it from there.
yeah, because Sarke and Tulus is not so big bands. It's not so known around.
Right, right.
We get good reviews, and people who get into our music often think it's good. So hopefully, more people will discover it.
Yeah, because I mean, the first set of demos with uh, Tulus is ranging back to 91, I believe.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
That's true.
I haven't been a steady listener till I say about 2008, whenever
No.
when I first discovered Sarkay, and I went backwards to
Okay. Yeah.
to find out more about the members of the band.
Yeah. Yes, I'm just coming from a Toulouse rehearsal now.
Are y'all getting ready to record more material or?
Yeah, we are going into the studio in September
Oh
to
wow!
record a new Toulouse album.
So everything has been written. Everything. No, so y'all just
Yeah, yeah.
y'all
Just
just
need to get the songs in the blood. So yeah.
and I actually just been a fan, like I said, for a few years now, and I watched a little bit of the documentary that featured Tulus and the recording process and a photo shoot. Uh, and it was just more or less me preparing myself for this interview for to getting to know you and see
Okay.
how you guys operate. And it's it seems like there's just so much fun going on behind the scenes, whether it's just doing the photo shoots, doing the writing,
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
recording.
It's it's l- it's like many other people say when I've been in a band for a long time. It's become such a kind of a family, you know.
Yeah,
So you talk about everything and you do everything, and so it has to be a bit fun, and
yeah.
so it's cool. Yeah.
So I know a lot of magazines and journalists and what have you always more often than not label a Norwegian band straight from Oslo. Now, and I've been to Norway a few times to know that not everyone is from Oslo. Maybe you do the recording there. Maybe y'all play the majority of the shows in Oslo, but where exactly do you come from?
If I take my car, I will use around 40 minutes to come to Oslo city.
Okay.
So I live closer to the airport outside Oslo.
All right. Yep.
Yeah. So I don't live in Oslo. I live in a place called Nes, and our bass player in Toulouse also live quite near here. And the singer lives in Nittedal, who is about half an hour away from here.
Oh, so everyone's
So
pretty much in close proximity then.
yeah, so we don't live in Oslo, but we live outside Oslo. Here outside Oslo, is a bit more forest like. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of forests to get to draw a lot of inspiration in the
Yes.
songwriting, I'm sure.
I was just in the mountains last week, and it's huge and spectacular. And I saw, I don't know what you call it, if it's moscus ox,
Uh-huh.
a moscus ox, yeah,
Like a big ox,
yeah,
basically.
big ox with a long hair,
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, I am so I was so excited whenever I got to hang out with Thomas Erickson in
Yeah,
Holland, and it's a very suburbanized neighborhood where he
yeah,
lives, but it also has its fair share of countryside,
yeah, yeah.
and
If
I mean,
you,
and
yeah,
deer just come running out of the woods.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It's I see an elk quite often. Deer, foxes, hares, and last year it was a bear here actually. So yeah, and wolves is not so far away.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So mm,
See, that's next time I go out there, that's where I got to go. I got to go to forest because
yeah,
I love to hike. I love nature.
yeah.
I was in the Marines
Okay.
in my younger days. I was in the military, so that's I've been built to hike a lot, and
Yeah,
I love to do that in the countryside wherever possible. So
yeah.
and but yeah, let's take it from all the way back whenever you were a young kid and growing up in
Oh,
Norway, and talk about everything that led you to where you're at now.
Uh, when I was young, it was all about sport. Playing football.
Hmm.
It's quite big. I did some martial arts as well,
Oh,
some
really?
boxing, karate, and kickboxing a little bit. And but I will say that football was the main thing until I was maybe 16, and I got into metal by friends. So we had a friend who play in a band with Fenris from Darkthrone.
Yep.
Yeah. So they had a band called Valhall, and Fenris wanted to concentrate on Darkthrone, so he asked if I want to join Valhall to play the drums. Is I just played for half a year or a year or something. I started playing drums quite late actually. I was 15, 16 when I
Yeah.
started. Yeah. So and straight on to Darkthrone and Mayhem and Slayer. You know,
Yeah.
I didn't like a Kiss when I was young. Everybody likes Kiss or
Yeah.
AC/DC. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, but you didn't think about playing. You just liked Kiss because it was cool and a bit scary when you were a kid.
Right.
Yeah. So when I started into real metal, it was, as I said, Mayhem, Slayer. I was at the first Dark Throne gigs they played around in Oslo.
The legendary concerts.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So it was very cool. And Mayhem also play a couple of gigs, and so I just felt that black metal was very cool.
Yeah.
So we started. I played in some thrash bands, inspired by Testament, Nuclear Assault, Metallica, and those kind of bands. But in '91, we started with TULUS to play black metal.
Yeah.
So we did some, demos, and we got a record deal. It took a while to get going, but we recorded the Pure Black Energy album in maybe '95 or something, and then we released it in the '96.
It's one that one is an album that I keep going back to.
It's
Um,
very good.
it's very good. I mean,
I still like it. Yeah,
it's just it's something about it. It's Toulouse is one of those bands that made black metal really easy for me to uh, aspire to play. Like I want to play it myself,
okay, yeah,
and because I just felt like y'all were doing something just a little bit different than
yeah,
than the rest of the bands that were coming out of the region.
Yeah,
You know, but keeping the same aesthetic, keeping the same style, but just developing something that was more uh, engaging to me as a fan and as a player.
yeah. We received good reviews, and I still get a lot of mail about that album. So, but people said that maybe we should have that normal black metal album cover because we had also a very different cover.
Right.
Yeah.
And
So,
it's just, I mean, with very, you know, not a whole lot of outside of Norway fanfare. You know, you guys have continued to put out records that are just as it holds up the same amount of weight, if not more, than your contemporaries.
yeah,
That's just my opinion.
yeah, yeah.
So, how how did the band come about? Once in '91, you, you met the guys. Was everyone like you said was like a half hour, 45 minutes away from you?
Yeah, but when we grew up, we all lived in the near area,
Got you.
so we have moved after that. The singer we met when we were 7 8 years old,
Hmm.
you know, and Stian, the bass player in Toulouse, we met him in '89 maybe,
Oh wow,
and he played in another band. So, but when our bass player quit, now we asked him because we have known him for yeah since then. So usually I play with people I know from old days,
yeah.
back in the days. So and I played with some other guys who don't play anymore. We had some thrash bands and stuff. So it's like we all lived in the same neighborhood,
Yeah.
yeah. So it's just after, yeah, it took some years before we met other people who lived a bit afar. So
I'm I remember reading some about the thrash metal bands that you were involved
yeah,
in the early days. Was the was were you involved with Arctic Thunder, the band, or
no,
that was someone else? Was that Steen?
no, that was Arctic Thunder. Maybe Asgeir played there. No, Arctic Thunder.
I think it was a Slayer cover band that was like around that area,
No,
around
it
the
was not
frame.
a Slayer cover band. Arctic
Oh no.
Thunder was it was a thrash band from Norway. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, but none of us. Maybe Asgeir played there a short while. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. But yeah, my trash band we had in the beginning had Nuclear Asshole,
Okay.
and we had the same logo as Nuclear Assault.
Oh,
So when we played live, some people say, "Oh, Nuclear Assault is playing. That's really cool." But it was Nuclear Asshole.
that's awesome.
Yeah,
That's a great play on words, I tell you.
yeah,
That is one thing I've noticed about all of my Norwegian friends. Y'all have the best play on words jokes. It's like
yeah,
it's just so cut and dry that if I mean it's like you can't help but appreciate that.
yeah,
Like I think one of my favorite ones is going out shopping, Chopin,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
and be back later.
Ut og shoppe.
Yeah.
Yeah, yes,
So so once the three main founding members of Tulus got it
yeah.
going, like, was it a conscious effort that y'all wanted to do something a little bit different than what everyone else was doing back in the day?
Yes, it's all about doing our own thing and being inspired by more than just black metal.
Hmm.
When you listen to Toulouse, you can hear, it's a bit Motorhead,
Yeah.
a bit,
Yes.
yeah, a bit some 70s feel. And yeah, yeah, this is just to mix different styles, but still be a black metal band.
Yeah. So whenever you were 16, or 15, you basically just played by ear. You just wanted to, or did you like take any formal training as a drummer?
And no, just just start playing. Yeah,
I mean, being a martial artist and being involved with sports, I mean, you got to have some type of coordination for all that. So it was
yeah,
probably just a natural fit for you to, like once you figured out, all right, kick drum does this, Tom does this.
yeah. And when people play guitar, you have to do this note after this note, but I didn't think that way.
Yeah.
I play guitar also to make the songs, and I couldn't play guitar. I just bought an acoustic guitar, and I didn't have any rules.
Yeah. The
So I just follow what I thought was okay.
the riffs and the music that you wrote on not only All Seeger, but
Yeah,
but oh, the album Varuna, I believe it's called.
yeah,
I
really.
probably butchered
Yeah.
the name. I'm sorry.
No,
Um,
no, that's good. Yeah,
but the tracks on that album, the riffs on it, is just absolutely like they're equally as punishing and just got that, like you said, like a 70s groove, a 70s feel to it. And
yeah,
you mix in with the what the keyboardist is doing, it just takes you back to a certain time.
yeah. It's important for me when I make music that is atmospheric, that your mind will start to think. So for me, I use a lot of inspiration, nature, pictures, poems. I want the music to mean something,
Right.
to have a certain. So when I make music, I mean, a tone is very important. The note I have after, that it means something.
Mhm.
So when I have a note and the note after, I have to feel it's atmospheric.
Yeah.
It's not easy to explain, but
Oh no, I totally understand where you're coming
yeah,
from.
yeah, yeah,
Because as I have my own little recording project myself that
yeah.
that may not see the light of day. Uh, you know, maybe I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, I'm not the most well versed in music theory or anything like that.
No, no.
Took some lessons, but I think that the theory portion just went right over my head.
Yeah,
And so it's just like what you said. You trying to capture a certain feel, a certain atmosphere to these riffs that you're writing. You want to make it feel. You want the listener to feel a certain way, and then
yeah, yeah.
and I truly believe you accomplished
And,
that.
yeah, and it's very important when you make music to don't have any rules. You know,
Yes,
it's art. You know,
yes,
so you just and it's important that when people start a band that they believe what they are doing is okay. You can't compare yourself with them, Slayer or Metallica.
that's
You
right.
just you can be inspired by them, but don't feel it's wrong if you're not as good as them. You understand?
I
You
totally
just
understand.
have to, you just have to make your music, and some people will enjoy it.
Yep. You
So
can't. You won't. Ultimately, it's you want to please yourself as well as your bandmates.
yeah, yeah.
You
So
know,
just make the music you want, and if it's okay, other people will like it. So
right?
if other don't people like it, you have something that you like. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Uh, I was wondering, Sarke had made a music video that involved like a motorcycle.
yeah.
And is that big? Is that like big part of the culture where you're from? Is the motorcycle?
I don't think more than the US,
Okay.
but it's a movie saga.
Yes, I
So
never
the
got to see
music
it,
video,
but I heard about
yeah.
it.
So the music video, it's just taken from that movie that the Sarke is take part of. So
Yeah.
mm.
You do some writing yourself?
No,
No.
no.
So,
So only bicycle. Yeah,
I'm with you on that. Yeah.
yeah,
Had a motorcycle when I was younger, but it had a certain situation that where I had to get rid of it, so I did, and so now I'm just totally riding a bicycle.
Yeah, yeah.
So, I mean, but going back to Tulis, it's I was able to see your show at John D at my first Inferno,
Okay, yeah,
and I just I knew that it was a band that was gonna stick with me. You know what? Because like I won't sugarcoat anything. That it's like I don't listen to a whole lot of new black metal coming out from anywhere, but it's
yeah,
like the things that do stick out, the things that do uh that like etch a part of my brain. Like that's one of your bands. That's two, well, both of your bands actually, Tulus
yeah,
and Sarke, because I don't know. It does something. It makes it makes me feel a certain way, and it just it's
yeah.
uh the riffs and the music phrasing. It just goes from like straight black metal, evil sounding, to this like kind of like a fun, maybe a terrible word for it, but it's like a fun feeling of just like grooving, makes your head go like
Okay,
this.
yeah. Yeah, it's emotion and feelings and atmosphere, and yeah.
So what? So you mentioned Motorhead as as having a type of groove, but was Filthy Animal Taylor was one of the drummers that kind of inspired you to start playing.
Uh, to start playing, it was just my friend and his father had a band who played Beatles covers and 10cc and Eagles and stuff like that. So we just start playing.
Hmm.
So I actually play keyboard in the first band.
Oh wow!
Yeah. And the drummer said, I want to play guitar. So he took the guitar and then the drums were free. I was so I said I want to play the drums. So then we start. So I got into drums without listening to any metal band. I
Damn.
had of course heard Kiss and Peter Criss and his solos and everything, but back then I didn't think that I want to play the drums. So I just stumbled over the drums when we played in a band, and that was not a metal band. We played, yeah, I don't know what it was, but it was not metal.
Yeah, like a
It was when I met my friend in high school who played metal. We got into the metal, and then of course uh, it was of course Motorhead and the drumming there and Lars Ulrich and of course Dave Lombardo, Slayer.
yeah
But I also in the beginning got into Virgil Donati and Dave Weckl and Simon Phillips and those good guys also. So and Dream Theater.
yeah.
So, but when I play drums, I haven't usually sit for hours to practice. I just mostly rehearse with the band.
Wow.
So yeah, so I usually think of the song, so I just play along the song.
Hmm.
I know some friends, use know everything about drums, but I am more. I just play.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm with you on that. Like when it comes to my instrument, it's just yeah. There's so many people who no doubt do it better than I could. They
yeah,
know more than I do,
yeah,
and that's fine. That's
yeah,
great.
yeah,
I'm happy for them. But and
yeah.
I just
Mm,
stick to uh I'll probably put myself in a box, but I just stick to what I know and what
mm,
works,
yeah,
and I just go from there. And sometimes, I'll have some rudimentary practicing,
mm,
just to keep, just keep everything sharp at
yeah,
least. And
yeah.
but at the end of the day, it's just all about having fun.
And it's also like they say about it in a lot of videos. Would the Beatles be better if they had the Dave Eckel on the drums? Probably not.
Right.
Would Metallica be much better if they had a very good drummer? You know, I don't know. But the songs are cool and it sounds okay. So
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
about feeling the song. So
Definitely.
yeah,
I'm glad you bring that up because Metallica was one of those bands. I mean, for for just about every metalhead alive.
Yeah,
including myself, was very, very influential into why I, am who I am.
yeah,
And it wasn't until later, when I started, like everyone else, like starts dissecting all the songs
yeah.
and just start dissecting everything that Lars does.
Mm.
But you can't deny that the dude, as limited as a drummer he may be, as not as technical as he is towards others, he
Nah.
laid down some shit that
Yeah,
stands the test of time.
yeah. I know, and if Charlie Benante, Dave Lombardo, and all those drummers said that they have been inspired from Lars,
Mhm.
it's allowed for me to also say that,
Right.
So
Yeah.
yeah, so
Why why not?
yeah. But I can also hear live that there are some parts here and there, of course. But the overall sound, is good, So
Oh
yeah,
yeah, it is. It does everything to push my buttons, especially that those the first four albums was just,
yeah, 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 yeah. Of course, yeah,
this just kind of goes without saying they were just that important and
yeah,
started. You could arguably say this it started helped start a whole movement as far as
yes,
like as far as thrash is concerned. That's for
yeah, yeah.
sure.
But always been a bigger Slayer fan.
Oh, same here.
From Yeah, I like Metallica, but I love Slayer. So
What
yeah,
is what is the album you keep going back to that just like never leaves your side as far as Slayer?
that's South of Heaven.
Yeah.
I like Rain in Blood and I like Seasons in the Abyss, but South of Heaven is for me.
That was actually South of Heaven is the first like the intro to South of Heaven is the first song I ever learned how to like challenge my dexterity
Oh,
because it
yeah,
has that yeah. And
yeah,
so the guy that was helping me play guitar, he said, "Look, I think you should start with South of Heaven."
yeah.
Because it has some parts where it's just, I call it spider walking. It's
Okay,
like just feels like like a spider like walking along the notes,
yeah,
and it's just and when it goes into that the main riff, it's just so crushing.
yeah. And I like the sound and the production and everything. So
Was that album like one of your measuring sticks? I was like, this is when we go in the studio, this is what the kind of sound or the mastering or mixing you want to not
mm,
really
mm,
copy but emulate
yeah.
or something like that.
No, we have never thought about other bands when we record our albums.
Mm.
Actually,
Yeah,
we just we play at rehearsal, take our stuff into the studio, and just do our own thing.
yeah. That again on the documentary that I watched.
Mm.
Y'all go in as a live band and just
Yeah,
record everything live, and I was like, wow, shit, that it's a very organic experience, and
yeah, yeah,
you can hear it on the recordings. Uh,
yeah.
the
It's the true shit. We don't. Yeah, we
yeah,
just, and if it's a bit small errors and stuff, we just fuck it. Just leave it like this. It's
yeah,
okay. Yeah.
and no, you don't play to a click track or nothing. You just
Yeah, sometimes we can use a click track in some parts, but
no,
the new TULUS album is no click at all, I think. Yeah, but usually we just record live in the studio. Yeah, and Pure Black Energy, the first album,
yeah.
just play live. Yeah,
Yeah, I think if anyone, if anyone out there is, I mean, I recommend a lot of albums
yeah,
to people who are not familiar with certain black metal artists like yourself.
mm,
I would say that pure black metal is fucking great. It's fucking brilliant album. That and the I'm terrible at names, so I'm referring to let's see here. The album that featured the new bass player, where I mean, your old friend. But he's new to everyone else that listens to you. The album from 2023. that was showcased in the documentary?
Oh yeah, Fandens Kall.
See, I'm glad you
Yeah,
said it and not me, because I would have butchered it.
yeah. Okay.
And
Yes.
the track Snomrke,
Ja, Snømyrkere. Mm.
it's
Yes.
it's just it's just punishing.
Yeah.
You can really hear how thick that bass presence is
Yeah. Yeah.
with him in the fold. It's
Yeah.
fucking awesome. Uh,
Yes.
and I wanted to ask you, because not a lot of bands, a lot of black metal bands have this long, drawn out song that probably surpasses 5 minutes long in length.
Yeah.
But it seems that Tulus is a fan. I don't know if it's planned this way, but I want to ask you, but like every song is just shy of 4 minutes long. You got some exceptions, like the song Salme.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, but a lot of these are just like, they're so catchy and they go by so fast.
Mm. I I actually have an answer for that.
Okay.
Yeah. Slayer used to have quite short songs,
Yeah.
but I feel if you have too much in a song that is different, you can just make another song.
Yeah.
So we just keep it, to the two, three, four IDs riffs is a song, and if you get seven, eight, you can almost just make another song.
Yeah.
So we just have some good ideas, and we try to keep them in the focus. Because if the song is very long, you need to have three, four different themes.
That makes
You know.
sense to me.
So for Tulus, it's just to have those good ideas and to appreciate those in that song.
Mhm.
So you don't disturb another good idea.
Yeah.
So
And it seems like in Sarke is that you kind of push the boundaries with that philosophy, whereas
yeah, yeah,
some songs are a little bit more lengthier in scope,
yeah,
and there's way more atmosphere, it seems.
yeah,
Um, so that's something that I thought was really interesting.
yeah. In Sarki is more adventure. It's yeah, so it's a bit more a roller coaster ride.
Yeah. Is art now all the songs are like a product uh for you, like some things that just didn't carry over into Tulus?
Did you mean with the Sarki and Tulus or?
Yeah, like if if some songs that you wrote for Tulus that maybe wasn't right for whatever album, that was something that you kept on you know in your riff collection, I'd say, or in a song collection, and
Mhm.
you use them in Sorke.
I don't think so
Mhm.
because I keep everything when I make Sarke. I keep all my IDs in one place and I use them. And when I'm in the mood later on or different, because when I'm working for a Sark album, it takes some time and then I don't do the Tulus. So I don't think I have made a Sarke riff and used it in Tulus because my mindset is different.
Yeah,
Even though it could fit in Tulus, it's has that Sarke spirit that I don't want to have in Toulouse.
yeah.
So I am quite good at separating the bands. Hmm.
That's very interesting, because I know a lot of artists, um, just locally that I know of, that I know
Yeah,
that sometimes they may have some difficulty to like separate one project from the next, depending on who they're working with, I suppose. And
yeah,
you're doing pretty much all the main songwriting yourself, at least like all the main ideas for Sarke is coming from you personally.
yeah, yeah. In Toulouse, we everybody's doing music. I do most of the music, but they also make some songs and riffs and idea, and we mix sometimes my riffs with their riffs and so on.
I thought it
So
was
in Toulouse, everybody is a part of the music making.
I thought it was some of the funniest storytelling was watching that documentary whenever y'all were in the studio because your lead guitar player was just saying, "Hey, Thomas, worst fucking drummer I know."
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
I, I was like, oh man, and like the sarcasm is brilliant. The use of just you know, um, I would think that any American that wasn't familiar with Norwegian culture and customs would just
yeah,
be like, damn, is he fucking serious? He just said that about his own drummer.
yeah. But it's a bit funny story because our singer in Toulouse, he doesn't play in any other bands. He only played with me.
Oh
So
wow.
so sometimes he had played on he has some guest appearance,
Mhm.
and when he had some guest appearance with some other bands, he had played with really good drummers.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's why he said also that's because the worst drummer he played with, because the other few 2 3 drummers he had played with, they are really good drummers. So
Yeah, yeah. It's just, I thought it was really cool. Like,
yeah,
that's when you know that you could you've been, practically living with another person for the longest time and know what he's capable of and what kind of personality he is that could take a joke like that. So
yeah,
it was great. It
yeah.
was so how often do you guys in Tulus get together to rehearse?
It depends on what's happening. Nowadays, we rehearse 2 times a week, I will say.
All right.
So it can be everything from nothing, when it's a bit holiday and nothing happens, to not more than 3 times a week. So, but usually 1 till 3 times a week. Yeah.
Now, in addition to the new album, is what's in store? What's next for Tulus? Are y'all? Are we gonna see Tulus play the main stage, possibly Rockefeller, Inferno, something like that? Or
Uh, we in Toulouse we want to play live, but to be honest, Toulouse is not such a big band, so we have not every festival want to have Toulouse.
that's fucked up.
I guess we ask, so we play whenever we get a chance. Actually, we have played that Inferno maybe 3 times or something, but uh, and I think it's sometimes a bit strange because some festivals has the same band for the 10th time,
Yeah.
and we say, why can't Toulouse play? You know.
Hmm.
So yeah, so it's not up to us actually.
Oh,
So we want to play and we try to play. We will play some festivals next year, but this year it's been quite quiet actually.
yeah.
But that's not our fault. We have a management and they try to book us, and but of course maybe other bands are more popular. So, but we are starting to get to be a very cool live act as well. So usually we played now a couple of gigs a few months ago,
Yeah.
and the fans say it's really, really great.
I and I'm one of them. I mean,
Yeah,
the last time I saw Tulus was like I said, it was 2022.
yeah, and
And
we are much better now. We have rehearsed a lot lately, more evenly, and get it to take maybe to say take it more seriously. But we have become better
uh,
also.
yeah, I'm sure like that more rehearsal, more continuity with
Yeah,
um because I know the bass player that you have now in the band,
yeah,
uh he comes from a progressive sounding band.
yeah.
And I
That's true.
mean, and it's his playing is, I mean, it's for lack of a better word, just amazing.
Yeah, he's amazing.
Because
Yeah,
like putting him and his skill set into what y'all have done all these years with TULUS, it's it could only make the band better. I mean,
yeah. Very good. Yeah, he plays very good. Sometimes we smile at the rehearsal when he starts playing. So yeah, he's good.
is it often him challenging you as a drummer as well, like to do things a little different than what you're used to?
Uh, yeah, yes, because it becomes a bit, as you say, a bit more progressive. So I also have to, follow him a little bit.
Hmm.
So yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So,
Because I definitely could relate to what you go through as a drummer, playing with anytime you anyone plays or does something that has just a little bit more experience, or maybe a little bit more polished skill set than yourself. You either sink or you swim, and
yeah, yeah,
it's one of those situations, and you either get really good, or you just either say, hey, either you're too good, get out the band and get someone to replace him, or the band's done. I don't know. I've
yeah,
seen situations like that.
yeah. But for us, we have become better.
Yeah.
Everybody, yeah.
Yeah.
So we are better now than we were two years ago. Yeah. So hopefully on the new album we will record now, you can hear a difference.
And how long does the recording process take for Tulis now?
Maximum a week.
Oh, wow.
So yeah. So I think we will be in the studio for 5 days.
And what where does, if I'm allowed to ask you, and if you want to
Yeah, yeah.
and,
No secrets.
okay, great. Where does the band name come from? What's the origin behind Tulis?
We just looked up in the Latin book, but we didn't find anything. So, but something was similar to Toulouse. I think we shortened down a word or something and came up with Toulouse. So for us it doesn't mean anything.
All right, all
We
right.
just yeah, it was. I guess it was some longer word, and in there, in a Latin word, maybe it says Toulouse.
Mhm.
So we just thought, yeah, sounds like a band name.
Yeah.
So yeah,
It
so
works, and and visually, the logo choice, the logo design. I mean, it's very
yeah,
just to the point. It's just
yeah,
it says a lot about the music that you record and put out there, because it's stripped down. It's black metal. It could be straight ahead, just even like rock and roll, just
yeah, yeah,
like
yeah,
heavy rock,
yeah,
and that's something that it's inspiring to me, because it's like, um I'm 45, and grew up in a time where you could probably understand where, like, heavy metal was just metal, and there was
yeah,
no different fucking subgenres of 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 every kind of metal.
yeah,
That's what that's what I notice whenever when I see the name, like, it's just metal. It's just, it's just
yeah,
it can go from extreme to just not so much extreme. And and then again in Sarke, uh it's I won't say no different, but it's different in a sense where it's just as uh I keep going back to the Drunken Priest, because the riffs in that, it's just cold. It's just
yeah.
so fucking cold.
I liked. It was very cool to do that album actually, because
Yeah.
it was a solo album. My bands had a bit break. Nothing much was happening, and I wanted to keep playing.
Mhm.
So I thought that time this is the time to make a solo album.
Yeah.
So I just I'm gonna get an idea and a sense. I want to play. And Sarke is a band that I am inspired by the band I grew up with. TULUS is not inspired by, a certain band or anything. But the Sarke, I decided I want to make music that inspired by other bands.
And if you don't mind me asking, like, what are some of those bands that inspired your solo album?
Yeah, that's Celtic Frost,
Mhm. Yep.
and Slayer, and Motorhead, and Bathory, and usual trash bands, a Creator, uh, and a bit more, maybe a Coroner.
Yeah, some Corner in
And
there,
yeah,
just for
and
good measure.
yeah, and yeah, a lot of band, and also King Diamond. I was also a big King Diamond fan.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, Merciful Fate and King Diamond.
Yeah, you could definitely hear all those influences
Mm.
uh, in any Sarke album. I mean, you know you with those influences and that inspiration that you've gained over the years with those bands, you can tell it comes out just as cold, just as punishing, just as fast at sometimes, or just as slow as sometimes, and
Yeah,
um, and and the atmosphere definitely like just you're wearing a Pink Floyd shirt, so
yeah,
you definitely have that atmospheric, even proggy type things going on with the
yeah.
keyboard players, and that's another reason why I love your philosophy in Sorke. It's like, it's just like you don't, there's no labels for it, just the little bit of coverage that I've seen for Sorke in like whether it be web magazines or anything like that, people who have covered it. Um, they have a bunch of keywords, some signal words, but to me, I just feel like it's just straight up, just heavy. It's just a heavy experience,
Yeah.
for any metal listener.
It's a dark music.
Very dark, very dark,
Yeah,
and I think that the director of the video, captured that like darkness really well,
yeah,
uh, for that the track that's featured in Saga.
yeah. And that album actually was nominated for a Grammy here in Norway.
Oh shit!
Yeah, for best album of the year. So
Now, did you have a short list of players that you wanted involved with Sarke, and how did that come about?
yes, I mentioned it earlier that it was friends I know from before. I asked Nocturno if he wanted to sing. I know Ted from the late 80s,
Yeah.
and Cato Bekkevold, he who played the drums in Enslaved
Hmm.
before. He was a friend of mine from old days, and Asgeir, also known, Steinar on guitar, and so and also Stian and Terje that plays on Bogefod album.
Hmm.
They played in a band that I was a very fan of, Minas Tirith. So I want to play with them. So yeah, I brought in people that I have been, a fan of or inspired by.
Yeah.
So mm.
And and I'm sure like the majority of all the music was written for them to just come in and basically just do their job and rehearse it, record it.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
probably a pretty quick thing to do, I'm sure.
And Nocturno Kyoto, he has never heard the song before he enters the studio. So when he starts singing, that's actually the first time he had heard the song ever.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no demos. I don't make demos of anything.
So it's just right straight into the rehearsal room
Yeah,
and
yeah. And
let
Sarki doesn't rehearse almost either. There's more. We rehearse a little bit with the keyboard player and the guitar, and then we go in the studio. But we just take it at rehearsal. I don't make any demos. With Tulus also, we never have any demos.
So, yeah, because I mean, the only three demos I see listed in your catalog is just three of them, and I think it was like 91, 92, and maybe 93, I believe.
That's when we made a demo.
Yeah, yeah.
So, but it's very usual for bands to sit with a computer
Oh, yeah.
and make the songs, and they do changes and they send it to the other members and stuff.
Hmm.
But I don't record anything on a computer.
Yeah, I see a lot of uh, um, bands in Norway that have their own YouTube channels and whatnot, and
Yeah,
they do everything essentially live for the audience to follow.
yeah,
And it's crazy how
yeah,
they could just sit there and do it. Um, I need weeks of planning or months of planning to do something like that to pull it off. So and but yeah, I get what I love the aesthetic of it. I love the style of just just going in, putting down something really raw in nature, and then and just let the magic happen in studio when you got
yeah.
everyone there.
Mm.
So what are but besides, is there anything new that you're paying attention to musically? Like anything that you're listening to that some people don't know about?
I can't think of anything right now.
Mhm.
I do check out new albums if there are bands I like, but I I am like other people has been there too long. I guess we listen to the old albums still.
Yeah.
So no, but I do listen to some new music now and then. But yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
So
I can respect that because I'm the same way, there's even with all the streaming systems that
mm,
streaming software that's out there, there's
yeah.
like, if you like this, you might be interested in that. And sometimes I'll check it out. Sometimes, but more often than not, I don't.
But
Um,
I actually don't have Spotify or Apple Music.
just straight with
So
the records.
no, I have YouTube Music
Oh,
actually.
hey, there you go. Hey.
Yes, so I can listen to everything. But I check out, Meshuggah. I'm a fan of Meshuggah. So if they have a new album out, or bands I like when they have a new album out, I heard Anthrax is going to record a new album.
That's news to me.
Yeah, I think they are. I haven't listened to Anthrax for a long time, but it will be exciting to hear
Yeah, definitely.
what they're doing now. Um, yeah. So, and of course, and All Man's Child
Yeah. Yeah.
is recording a new album soon, I guess.
And that's another band that your vocalist was involved in, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Did he play guitar for them or just did vocals or both?
Who?
Your lead singer
He did bass.
did bass. Okay.
Yeah, I did drums and he did the bass on tour.
Oh, wow. So
Yeah,
y'all are both the live musicians for Old Man Child.
yeah. We
So
we never did any, but our bass player on Pure Black Energy, he played on the Pagan Prosperity album
oh
for
shit.
All My Child. Yeah,
So y'all could see yourselves probably playing live again then, right? With Old Man's Child too, or
yeah.
is that a
No,
possibility?
they're playing loud now with their first drummer, Shodalv.
Okay.
Yeah, so they are playing live now. I guess I don't know who's playing on the album, but I guess he just bring the live band maybe. So,
Mhm.
but
Um,
I used to play in Old Man Charlie in uh, 98, 99.
mhm.
Yeah, we were on some tours with Dimmeborger and Cradle of Filth and Dimmeborger,
Yeah.
something like that. Yeah,
So we're talking about Old Man's Child reuniting everything, but I'm just curious as a fan and a person who appreciates what you did with your solo work in Sarke. Um, why the split? People just couldn't put in the time or
uh, it was a bit like I talked to the vocalist Nocturno Culto 2 albums ago when we started to think maybe it's enough. We don't do any live,
Yeah.
so it will be, why do another album? Where will it take us? And he has also Dark Throne to focus on.
True.
So we did actually 2 more albums after we talked about maybe not doing it anymore.
Yeah.
And I also said if Nocturno is not singing, there is no use doing another album. So when he also said, I feel it's enough for the whole band. So
Yeah.
I don't want to bring in another vocalist to do. If we were a huge band and play a lot of live, I make a lot of money. Maybe,
Yeah.
but it's yeah. So when we feel it's okay, it's what's okay to end the band.
Yeah. I can respect that. I mean, I'm totally on board, with what you just said. Why try to replace what Ted's doing with any of his projects, including Sarke. There's only one voice like that, and I mean, and he's been involved with Sarke and Dark Throne,
Yeah,
and did guest spots with Satyricon and all that. So
yeah,
there's a reason why people just want to have him involved. He's just one of a kind. And
yeah.
so, but
But I can reveal that I'm working on some new stuff. Some I guess you would like if you like Sark also. It's not the same, but it's I have something.
well,
Uh,
you have my email address, so whenever you want to send
yeah,
some material, I promise it won't get leaked or anything.
no, no, no. So because I enjoy making music, so I have to make music. So
Yeah, I feel the same way. Even though I got very limited skill set, I do what I can. I have fun with it. Like we said, it's all about having fun and like just fulfilling that creative need that we all have. Those of us who do play music,
yeah,
and so I totally understand that. And
yeah. And I can also say that TULUS is going to Sweden now to record a new album.
oh wow,
So it's just we are 4 weeks away or something.
yeah,
So yeah, so we will go to and there are Rock in King Diamond, his studio.
oh shit.
Yeah. So
Well, that's gonna be really cool to listen
yeah,
to something that's that's very different from what I'm used to as far as the production's concerned.
yeah. It will be very good, I guess. So
Yeah.
yeah, looking forward to it.
Yes. Thomas, thank you so much for coming on to the podcast, man.
Yeah,
It was a treat. I got to get to know more about the man behind the music and a little bit more about your main bands. And
yeah.
I am looking forward. I find myself in Norway at least once a year. So
Okay.
I mean, if it's we talked about Inferno and how you mentioned like there's and I love the festivals out there, even though they play some bands do repeat performances and whatnot. So
Yeah,
I'm at that point where now I just want to go to Norway and just kind of venture outside of Oslo and just like do the non-tourist shit.
yeah.
If I could be bluntly about that.
Yeah, and you know that Norway is very safe, so you can just go anywhere and you can sleep outside and you can leave your phone everywhere. It's no problem.
Exactly, exactly.
Yeah,
It's all safe until you run into a fucking bear or a wolf.
that's true. That's true.
But yeah, that's my plan. That's what I aim to do, man. And yeah, I don't know if you're not busy, maybe I'll hook. I'll send you a message and see what you got
Yes,
going on.
do that. Yeah,
Well, good.
and I also want to thank you for take your time to talk about the Toulouse and Sarke.
Yes, yes. No thank yous needed on my part. I'm a huge fan of both bands. And just about anything that comes out of the black metal, old school black
Yeah,
metal.
yeah,
I want to make that distinction, because it just seems like there's a there's a lot of people who are just writing black metal music for the sake of their social media platforms, I feel.
Yeah.
And just trying to replicate something that should not ever be replicated. I mean, that's
We are very shit on social media. We are, it's not easy to update everything.
yeah.
Mm.
And you know what? There's nothing like being mysterious, though. You can chalk that up to being mysterious, and people just if they're into it, awesome. If not, whatever.
Yeah,
The
sure.
music's out there, and I could gladly say that I'm a fan, and I just appreciate how and what y'all do.
Yeah, a new TULUS album is coming up soon.
There you go. You
Yeah.
got an estimated time frame in the year in next year?
Yeah. I guess it will be early next year because we're
Right.
going in the studio now. So, and the album cover is done.
Oh,
Very cool. Yeah, it's very cool album cover. So I'm
wow.
very pleased about that. So,
Yeah, the last one was really good. I want to bring it up here.
mm,
Let's see, without playing the song if I can,
mm.
because it's gonna be really fucking loud. Yeah, the nature involved. It's just they got this river flowing with the mountains. I'm a huge fan of mountains and forests,
It,
and
it's a painting painted for us, actually. Mm. So,
that's one. You know what? That's one thing I didn't fail to mention, that Hilda, the fourth member, who does all the lyrics for
yeah,
TULUS and has been doing it.
yeah,
Um, it's everything's in Norwegian. Everything is it's its own story.
yeah,
So maybe I'll extend the episode a little bit, because I have so many ideas, so many things running through my ADD mind, and when I have a guest in front of me, it kind of escapes. So, but I want to ask you, does she help you with some of the lyric writing in Sarke as well, or is just
no,
tools? Okay.
no. So,
Well, there you have it.
yes.
Um, Again, Thomas, thank you so
Yeah,
much. Sarke,
thank you.
TULUS. If you don't know, fucking educate yourself. Look into these bands. You won't be disappointed. If you're into everything that's raw, primitive, but with atmosphere and coldness, look into it.
Yes.
Thomas,
Yeah,
so much. I really appreciate it.
thank you.
And I'm looking forward to possibly seeing you next time I go to Norway.
Yes, you can try.
All right, I will do.
You make a try. Yeah.